Hello everyone, welcome to this psychoanalysis session where I am going to explore your subconscious mind so that you can discover what it means to dream of a witch. That is to say, with a sorceress, a woman who enchants because she has knowledge of a higher order, but whose power, although it is real and useful, is not socially accepted. And that is where my first question arises. Why don't you dare to explore your nature, that which is not accepted by the people with whom you relate? Because that is where the explanation is, so that you can know why a witch is appearing in your dreams. Well, that's what we are going to be talking about here. But before going into the analysis, in case you don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Robert. I am a psychoanalyst with more than 30 years of experience. And in case you want to have a psychoanalysis session with me, or in case you want the psychoanalysis of one of your dreams, just send me an email to the one that I am going to leave you here below in the description of this video so I can tell you how you can join my consultation. Now, back to what it means to dream of a witch. This is a very important dream because from the outset, it is revealing that you are going through a phase of your life where you feel a great desire to explore some aspects of your life that are not entirely accepted by the society in which you live. There are things that are very natural for you, that are given in an immanent way, that you don't need to work to obtain. It is a power that comes with you. But the problem is that those tastes that are so personal to you don't match what the people around you consider appropriate. Maybe you have discovered recently that you like to paint, for example, or that you like a certain kind of music. And for the same reason, it is a part of your being that you want to explore, but all that is restricted by the fact that you feel a lot of fear that if you do it, you will be persecuted precisely for even approaching a little to certain social or cultural expressions that would help you feel more in harmony with what you want from your life. And that explains why a witch is appearing in your dreams. If you think about it, the cause of them being persecuted, it is fundamentally because they are an object of desire in terms of knowledge, but also from an erotic point of view. Therefore, the expression of this dream figure in your subconscious reveals that you are going through a phase of your life in which everything that is considered as contrary to what the society in which you live accepts is being repressed. First of all, for your own person, who refuses to accept that desire to explore your erotic intimacy, but also your darker intimacy, the one in which, as I am going to show you, all the processes of the healing of your soul are found. Deep down, you dream of a witch because you are refusing to accept the witch in you, because doing so implies having to accept the consequences that you can potentially be judged and burned, in quotes, by the people around you. Therefore, although you want to use the power of the witch that is in you, but you also want to exorcise it from your being, burn it, because you don't know the consequences of what would happen if you awakened the hidden power that you bring with you. Deep down, the witch in a dream announces the awakening of your own nature, which you fear because if you approach that aspect of your being, you could lose all the people who in recent times have become important to you, because you don't know if they are going to be willing to accept you just as you are. Now, the interesting thing about this matter is that the witch is also a healer. Therefore, this dream is predicting that you must be the one who has to decide if you are going to approach to the witch who is in your unconscious, because she is waiting for you to become your spirit guide. The witch is going to force you to experience new sensations and new experiences, which are not going to be in accordance with what the society in which you live expects of you. Therefore, this is a dream through which your unconscious is showing you that all your anxiety processes arise precisely from the fact that you cannot go against what others decide for you. When you have looked for spaces to free yourself, you get depressed, you go into states of anxiety precisely because you are going against everything you learned in your life. This dream suggests that you grew up in an environment in which there was a very structured society that defined what was good or bad based on what others did. And that explains why it is so difficult for you to accept your own nature. Because for many years, you forced yourself to define your identity based on what the social groups to which you belonged decided what was normal or abnormal. This is very interesting because it shows that your parents also depended a lot on those social structures I am talking about. Therefore, every time you try to explore that aspect of your spirit that best suited your being, you invariably ended up being repressed by your parents, for whom it was very terrible that you did not adapt, that you did not act in the way in which others they expected you do. But the problem is that in the present, you have reached a point in your life in which that organization of your psyche no longer works for you. And that explains why that energy of your psyche, which for many years you have been accumulating, has now begun to struggle to get out. The one that wants to force you to explore what you like, but which is censored by the social group that you belong. Deep down, this is a dream that talks about the fear of loneliness because it is obvious that if you dare to go against what is expected of you, you run the risk of losing the people who have been important up to now for you. But you may be surprised because people who love you always will. I think this dream is a great opportunity for you to discover who are the people who really love you without any conditions. Therefore, if you see it from that point of view, this dream is opening the doors of consciousness for your own spirit, which you will only achieve as you go after your spiritual teacher, who at this moment is manifesting in your dream. That is to say, the witch that lives in you, that sorceress who has the hidden dark knowledge of a higher order, which is not accepted by everyone. Deep down, you must live, in a figurative sense, the village in which you live and go to the mountains, to the depopulated, to the wild part that inhabits your consciousness. Because only in that process you will find your true nature, and all you are going to have the great opportunity to develop your own power. Therefore, the question I ask you here is how much you want to obtain the power that is dormant within your consciousness. As long as you don't dare to explore the dark part of your soul, you will never be able to discover the enormous elixirs, potions, and knowledge that are waiting for you to simply dare to take them. Therefore, my advice is that you begin to explore and express what you like, but that is not accepted by the people who are particularly critical of you. Because deep down, this is a great test of maturity that life is giving you. If you don't take it, you will wane. If you do, you will flourish. As you can see, this is a much more complex dream than it might seem. So you have to pay close attention in case you see a witch in your dream. For the same reason, you already know that if you want me to psychoanalyze some of your dreams or have therapy sessions with me, just send me an email to the one that I leave you below so that I can tell you the way in which you can integrate to my consultation. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel like this video if it helped you in any way, and share it so that others can access to this kind of knowledge. Have a wonderful day, and with it, the most beautiful dreams. Bye!